Hi, I'm Dr. J,
Hi, this is Allie,
and welcome to Clarity Talks,
where we get to crack the code.
from with some of the most successful entrepreneurs and business people who have figured out how to do life, work, and love in balance. And so today our special guest is Mr. Brad Cohen. Welcome, Mr. Cohen.
Hello, ladies. How are you?
We're good. We're good. So, Mr. Cohen, I know you have a lot to say. So, can you share with us a little bit about your background for our audience, please?
Sure. Well, hi again, guys. My name is Brad Cohen. I am an entrepreneur in South Florida, really across the nation. I own 3 companies, and I love giving back, and I love building things, and I love just sharing. And as you can see in the back of me, the trust movement only, to me is everything. We can get into that later on, but yeah, that's a little bit about me. And you girls tell me what you want to hear.
Well, there's a lot we want to know, right? There's a lot we want to know.
Absolutely.
So here at Clarity Talks, like we said, we like to break the code, right? We want to crack the code. So we're going to ask some questions that are just really specific.
What kind of code are we trying to break?
Go ahead.
Everything that actually gets in our way that distracts us from getting to where we want to go. And we want to talk to people like yourself so you can tell us how you broke the code and what got in your way to achieve to where you are today.
So what would that be? What would you say was the biggest obstacle to getting started?
Sorry, repeat that. I can't hear you.
Sure, no problem. So what was the greatest obstacle? What was the mammoth, Goliath that got in your way when you were getting started? Because we know you're extremely successful today. You've got multiple companies doing, multi-millions in business. But at the beginning, at the onset, what was the biggest obstacle you faced?
I think it's still to this day a mindset. I definitely was born into a family of entrepreneurs, and we were taught to be the man, not work for the man. And that was always our mindset. For the most part, there was 4 of us. My mom raised 4 boys, 2 of them are doctors, and me and my brother are partners in business. So I guess it's a mindset from day one. When it comes to challenges, every day is a different challenge, and you got to be prepared for it. And as you grow in business, different challenges come up, and you get more experience, and you get, more of that natural, ability to solve things easier as time goes. And, as I always tell everybody, in life, nothing's easy. And if you want to become an entrepreneur, it's a sacrifice. And there's, dedication, there's sacrifice to being an entrepreneur. And, and every day you got to put your shoes and socks on and, work your behind off to be that leader and maintain being that leader.
I love that. I love that transparency, right? Because some successful individuals want to make it seem like it's like the .com economy, right? That one day you were nothing and the next day you're everything. So I love the transparency of knowing that it's a journey.
Brad, let me ask you a question just to be a little bit more clear for those that don't know you. When you said you were born from a family of entrepreneurs, so that means, are you telling the people that are watching this that somehow they have to be born? Or how do you create that part of you being individual in what you do?
That's a great question, Alejandra. Really a great question. No, because there's, in our family, there are 11 of us total. My mom comes from, her sisters that had their children, and not all of us are successful. Most of us are not successful. Me and my brother are probably the most successful of all, out of the whole 11 of the tribe. But that is definitely a great question. What made us different is that, how you treat people, your mindset. I always believe in, again, that's why I put this tattoo on my arm, trust movement only, because, the mouthpiece is nothing if your actions don't speak for it, and, that's what we're big believers in. Me and my younger brother, Seth, have always synchronized with that. And we were on the same page. Where my other 2 brothers, we couldn't be partners with, we chose not to because different mindsets, so it's believing in God, believing in yourself, doing the right thing in life, girls. And taking that responsibility and not crying about it. Once you open up, and you open up a business and you turn those lights on, the responsibility is all on yourself. All eyes and ears are on you guys. And no matter what, it's not falling back on somebody. And I teach this all around the country. Where people think that they depend on, oh, listen, I hired this guy. And oh my God, he's going to make me so much money, and he's going to sell so much of this stuff. And I'm like, you're in the wrong deal. You should not. Don't do it. If you're going to rely on this guy to run your business, you're in the wrong ballgame. Like, don't do it. So and there's so much to it. And I'd love to share it with you guys, but I don't think there's enough time today. But there's so much more to the equation. Besides responsibility and, the trust, with your employees. I'm a big believer. I'm a huge firm believer in how I run my company. I'm no better than anybody, but no one's better than me. I always hire greatness, and I always lead by example. So with all my businesses, they've seen me, make pizzas, from digging ditches to, getting on the phones with all three of my companies. So, that's what we bring to the table.
Got it. So the synergy of mindset, I heard it, right? The synergy of mindset, rolling up your sleeves, stepping in, as opposed to expecting others to step in there for you or do it for you. I love that. I think that that's something that we've lost in our work ethic, especially in the generation. So I think that resonates with a lot of people who are going to be hearing this talk, because we have come up with an equation that is very much in alignment, in the sense that we believe that if you are able to be very specific and strategic about your priorities, right? So it's that alignment, synergy of mindset, then you can eliminate a lot of the distraction, the choices, what seems to be choices, right? That can derail you from doing the things that you're supposed to be doing. And that optimally gives you clarity. That's why we're here. So thanks so much. I mean, those are amazing. Those are amazing nuggets of gold that, you got to unpack them at some point, and definitely, connect with Brad. He's doing some amazing things in the community and nationally in terms of speaking. You want to share about that a little bit?
Yes, I'm actually very happy to say that I am one of the members of Trust Movement Only, where I do get to help Brad do his talks and actually get in front of people to help them get what they want to be in life, set their goals and achieve them. So I do know Brad very well when it comes to talking to people and empowering people in life, and it is amazing to know that there's someone out there that is actually looking to do it with wanting nothing in return. That's awesome. Just want to see people changing, and that's the goal, to change one person in life. I think you achieve your goals.
Absolutely. That's legacy work, right? Altruism and legacy work. Absolutely. So Brad, one last question for you. If you were able to drill it down and say there was one tip that you would want people to take away today from hearing you speak, what would that be? What would be one tip that you would say, if you could master this one thing, you could enhance your clarity and be able to achieve even the smallest of goals to get to something larger?
My first thought was believe in God. But, yes, it's all in God's hands. And I say that and I get goosebumps. But when it comes to, giving somebody advice, there's so much more to that puzzle. Do they just want to hear it just for the moment? Or do they really truly want to change and grow forward, and move forward? So, listen, God put us all on this earth equally and gave us all blessings and gave us all talents. You just got to know where your talent is. Again, I'm not a singer, but I could sing, but no, I'm joking. I don't have a voice for singing, so I accept that. And, just find your gift. Find where your heart and what God gave you, and, cherish that. Have gratitude towards it and move forward with it. Everybody can't be an entrepreneur. It's impossible. You understand? So find your happiness. Find God in your happiness.
I love that. It reminds me of my two girls. I always tell them, listen, whatever you're going to do in life, be your best at it. And so what you just said reminds me of, my words to them on a daily basis. Be the best that you can at what you want to do, no matter what it is that you want to do.
I'm just lucky enough to be on this interview with two magnificently beautiful women that are very smart.
Well, we're blessed as well, because the wisdom you're sharing truly for those that are trying to aspire, right, to succeed and to achieve. Leadership is so important. I mean, one of the most important qualities of leadership is that you need to be a servant leader. You need to be able to follow in order to lead. And you've definitely been an example of that, right? Putting your hands, rolling up your sleeves, putting your hands in, getting it at every level. And like you said, right, there's no difference.
Lead by example.
Yeah, leading by example is key. So,
And that's the problem I see. And that's a problem, when I could tell you stories and we could have this interview for the next 8 days. But it's amazing. I'm just baffled by, people come to me all day, and it's all the time. And I start diagnosing it, and I start really going deep and they can't handle it and they backtrack and, and like people are like, I want to make your kind of money. Yeah, but are you working 7 days a week? No, you're working 3 days a week and you're playing golf 3 days a week and you're going shopping the 7th day. So, at the end of the day, it's like, again, the mindset. Everybody loves to, own a Lamborghini or a Rolls Royce or a Ferrari, but do they understand what it takes to buy, to get one and have one and keep it for longevity? You know what I mean?
Yeah. So you're talking about sustainability, right? Two of the key components of any business is
Absolutely.
Can you sustain it, and then can you scale it? And it takes hard work. And thank you for being so transparent about it.
But Brad, tell us a little bit more. How can people get in touch with you? How can they reach you? How can they come to your meetings? How can they get to hear you more?
Well, trust movement only. Matter of fact, I am not technology savvy. By no means.
Neither are we.
But we will put that information on the bottom. I promise you that we will have your information.
But yes, my team, I am on, do have a website, and I think I'm on LinkedIn as of now. And again, you'll see it out there. Trust movement only. It's going nation worldwide, and we're going to blow this out of the water and change a lot of mindsets and bring back the happiness and the American way of hard work, dedication, loyalty, and honesty into this culture back again. Once and for all, we need to get that back.
Beautiful.
That's awesome.
Integrity. Beautiful.
Integrity too, yes.
Yeah, if you want to see Mr. Cohen, then we're going to put all his information at the bottom of the thread. But also, I got to tell them, right? Because I got to. Grab your tickets. Come out to One Day to Freedom. Mr. Cohen is going to be on the stage speaking his truth and wisdom and empowering and inspiring everyone in the room to really take action, not just put words to it, but to actually put actions to your words for the cause, for the people, for your business, for your life, for your love. It's all relative.
That is something definitely you don't want to miss out.
October 15th, 2022, 6 o'clock, Coral Ridge Yacht Club. Be there.
We will put all the information on the bottom. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to give us a call, text us, email us, any form of information, all right?
So here we are, two gals sitting at the table with some of the most influential, successful individuals in our community and in our nation, because what do we want to do?
Crack their codes.
Yes, ma'am. We're not techie, by the way. All right, we'll see you next week.
Thank you. We'll see you next time.